It's about that time for my August Vanguard Portfolio update. I'm going to do one of these once a month, I promise you guys. So here we are, even though it's a little bit late in the month. Here we have my Vanguard. I have two accounts in here, my pension and my ISA. And inside both of these, it has a total portfolio value of £93,811.37. So we will talk about my ISA first. Let's get straight into it. ISA itself has a value of £82,000. And if we look at the investments, this is split into, well, only one thing, because as you know from my previous videos, I had this split between VUSA and the Life Strategy 100, and I made a big change to invest everything in VUSA, and so far everything is going pretty well. So what is VUSA, you ask? Well, VUSA is the S&P 500 index ETF. It has 503 stocks, so just more than 500, and it tracks the S&P 500, which is the index capitalization weighted index of 500 US stocks. And as you may know, or as you may not know, the market allocation is based on these stocks. So Apple, largest company in the world right now, that is 7% of the fund. Microsoft, next largest, 6%. Amazon, Tesla, Google, Berkshire, etc., 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 all decreasing in the size based on the relative size of the market. And overall, the S&P is heavy in the technology information sector, about 28%. So this is the breakdown, and this is the index I like the most currently. Oh, we won't show you just that. We'll talk about it a little bit more. So give a like on the video, helps me out. Subscribe if you're not already, but here we go once again. So what's happened with VUSA? Well, you can see I've continued with my monthly investments. Let's go to the 5-year chart. As it currently stands, I am still in the 5-year chart. I've been investing for those 5 years. It's going to be sad when I can't use this chart anymore. I'll have to figure out a better way to do it. But you can see I've invested monthly with increasing amounts as well. Well, up until here when I bought a house, but I have been investing money regularly, and also investing on the COVID dip, which was a great time to buy. This is the past performance of the S&P 500, VUSA more specifically, for the years in June. 11%, 11%, 7%, 24%, and 0.15%, because as we know, the markets have had a bit of a tumble recently, but have rebounded strongly, as you can see on the graph here. So let's just add the amount of records. I've been investing pretty regularly, investing in about £1,600 a month, because that is the UK ISA limit, about 20 grand. 20 divided by 12 is about that. And also I've been investing or reinvesting the dividends when you can see them here. So this was a big purchase back in July, £250, because I had some cash left over and the dividends. So I have been reinvesting regularly. If we go back to this screen, you can see that it does show the total cost of 66,000 and a change of 15,000 to 82. That is not entirely correct, because, well, it is correct actually, because I have put in £66,000 into VUSA, but that is, if we go back in time a little bit, you can see on January 28th, I made the £16,000 purchase of 264 VUSA shares at just shy of £62. This was me moving all of my money from the Life Strategy to VUSA, and it has gone up since then. So I would say I'm very happy with my decision, and it's increased my dividends. So to see the actual amount, what I have to do is I need to use my hand better. I hurt my wrist in the gym yesterday, so I'm doing this with one hand. Not very easy to do. But if we go to the insight, is it the insight? No, it's not. It is on the performance side. You can see, there you go. So we have contributed or withdrew £61,000, and my investments have returned me £20,000. So I've done some nice little calculations there. What does that mean as an increase? Well, that is a 33% increase on my money, which is excellent, really. Very, very happy with that. I could have just left it in a bank and got nothing, and you know, this is a risky investment relatively. You are investing in the markets, things can go up and down, but the assumption is that the American markets will be strong and the S&P 500 will keep on increasing. Now if we go to the calculations, this has more of a nice breakdown as well. Current value investment gain loss 16,000. Investments sold, that was the selling and then putting the profits back into the S&P 500 into VUSA. Growth interest, this is just on the cash. Dividends 1,000 £282, and the Vanguard charges of £200. So dividends alone are easily covering this, and that gives me a total of £20,000. Very, 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 very happy with that, if I haven't said so already. The last thing I want to quickly look at here, you can see there's my next purchase on the 19th of August. I'll be getting 24 units at a value at around about £1,666. Obviously, the price will fluctuate based on that time, but that is about the purchase again. So you can see the month before, I got 26 units, before that 28, and if we just increase the page a little bit, you can see the sort of changing of the price. See, you see 27, 26 units, 23, but I was investing less at that time, 33 units. And if we go back in time to the start and look at the S&P 500, when it was back at £42, that would have been an excellent time to buy, but I didn't have the money back then. So obviously dollar cost averaging is an excellent way to invest, but if you do have a lot of money and the assumption is the S&P 500 will just keep on going up, and obviously past performance is not an indicator of future performance, but we can see that over the last 5 years, the S&P 500 or the VUSA Vanguard S&P 500 ETF has consistently gone up over the last 5 years, up 88%. And I started investing about here, I believe, in August of 2018. So the market has gone up about 60% in that time, but because I've been dollar cost averaging, my investments, as you saw, have returned about 33%. Just quickly as well, this is Dividend Max. It shows the dividend for Vanguard. This is VUSA at the top, and you can see that the declaration date will be the 8th of September. The ex-dividend date will be, I need to have shares on and before that date, and I will get paid on around about the 28th is when they get paid. Vanguard is a little bit later, but the dividend yield is around about 2.1%. That will probably decrease as the stock price goes up, but I have, if I go back to my Vanguard and go to my investments, we will see how many we have. If I just go to the detailed view, 1,207. So I've added that in, 1,207. It'll be slightly more than that because I will be investing again, but that will give me a dividend payment of around about $300, which is around about £250. And once again, what will I be doing with that dividend? Well, I'll be buying more VUSA. If we go to the transactions, and you can see that if I go to the cash statement, this is where you can see some of the dividends that have been paid in. Let me just increase the records per page. As I said, sorry about this, guys. I'm doing this with my left hand because I injured my right hand. But that was the previous VUSA dividend, paid about 21 pence a share, and that gave me £242. So I'm expecting more once again. The previous one before that was £208. The dividend increased quite dramatically. So it'll be interesting to see. So that'll be in the month of September. I'll be doing a video as and when those dividends get paid, and we can buy some more stocks on that video. Oh, and just quickly on the pension, because it is a part of my portfolio, let me just go to the full screen. I moved some of my previous pensions into Vanguard just so I don't lose them, so I know they're there. And it was red last time, and now we're up £786, which is about a 7% increase. 7% increase is pretty darn good, and especially just because I wanted here for ease of use. My other pensions, I think, were down. Bearing in mind, these were invested, if you go back to here, invested in the... well, we've been in one of the greatest bull runs of all time, invested back in here, and so my pensions were down. So I thought, well, you know, let's trust the American markets here and keep on investing. Obviously, it is good to diversify, but I am happy with my investments in the S&P 500. So overall, very happy with my investments. Portfolio value is up. By the end of this year, we will have over £100,000 in my Vanguard portfolio, which is absolutely crazy. I'm very lucky to be able to put money in there and be able to save, but it will keep on growing, and hopefully I can, next goal will be £100,000 total, next goal will be ISA £100,000, and then, you know, just keep on being regular with it. Oh, and one other final thing, the ISA allowance, I think I said at the start, UK is £20,000 a year, so I'm just investing in that. I will have to have a look actually, because I'm maxing out my monthly investments and do the dividends count as part of that in my ISA allowance. I'll have to see. I'm sure I'll review that. Obviously, it'll be a bit sad to have to decrease my amount, but I'm going to keep investing nonetheless. Right, guys, sorry about rambling at the end there. Thanks for watching. As always, please give a like on the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're not already, and I will catch you guys next time.